Salutations friends, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be reviewing Danger the Parfum from ROJA Parfums. This is a gorgeous fragrance that I love, that I've been meaning to review for you guys for a minute. And I wanted to review it for you guys because I've just been really into this type of perfume the past few months, and I'm ready to share my thoughts with you. So if you guys would like to know what I think, then keep watching. For transparency, this was not given to me to review. I also did not purchase this. This was given to me by a friend as a partial. This is a fragrance that I was meaning to purchase. A friend of mine was like, here, you can have this. So this was given to me as a gift. For 1.7 ounces, you're looking at spending $485. I believe, I think I used through, I think when I got it, it was to like here. So I've used a decent amount of this. I do wear this quite a bit, but this was not purchased. But when I run out of this, I will repurchase this because this is actually one of my most worn fragrances from the house. And that's why I'm going to share my thoughts and opinions with you about why I like this fragrance so much. In true style of the Perfume house, there's a lot of notes in here. The top notes, you have bergamot, lemon, grapefruit, and mandarin. At the heart, you have jasmine, violet, ylang, rose, gardenia, and peach. And at the base, you have sandalwood, clove, patchouli, vanilla, tonka bean, musk, and orris. I would describe this fragrance as being a very ambery, warm, woody scent at its kind of core that is surrounded by creamy white florals and warm, delicious vanilla. I like that there is a soft elegance to this fragrance, and on my skin, it has a slight undertone of musky, animalic, just kind of softness from the Tonka. I really like the way that this smells on my skin. So first things first, this is a pricey little bottle. ROJA is a luxury fragrance house. They are luxury priced. I'm not going to sit here and debate with you guys on if you believe or not that this house is worth the price point. I think that everybody's thoughts and opinions on what is an expensive bottle of perfume are valid. My thoughts on it is this is one of the fragrances from the house that definitely smells like something elevated, very sophisticated, very beautiful, and luxurious. And there's just something, the way that this performs on the skin, that just smells really stunning. Now, I love white floral fragrances. I love powders. I love fragrances that have complexity, and I also like it when fragrances come together effortlessly with the notes. And there's something about Danger that does all of that together, but I love the Tonka's, like, again, slightly animalic, musky, soft notes at the base. It's just got a little bit of a warm, woody spiciness just at the bottom on my skin that I just think makes this smell just really gorgeous and sexy, but doesn't negate any of its perfectly well blended complexity with the florals and the citruses and the spices. This is going to open up very citrusy. I get a lot of mandarin and I get a lot of bergamot. The grapefruit adds a little bit of bitterness to the citrus, so you get more of the flavor smell of the citrus. So you get the bergamot smell, you get the mandarin smell, and then you get more of the bitter citric acidity from the grapefruit. And you get a little bit of soft sweetness from the peach. It kind of tones the bitterness. It doesn't make it too sharp. It actually makes it a little bit more pithy, which I really enjoy when fragrances have that balance of the smell of a citrus and then what citruses do with an acidity, a sparkle, and a brightness. Now, this fragrance has that beautiful blast of brightness in the opening, which warms itself into a nice woody sandalwood scent with nice vanillas. And then you get this absolutely gorgeous ylang. It is stunning. It smells like a dessert, like a pudding. And I love white florals that mimic something delicious, that mimic a gourmand-like feel. There's something really creamy and sexy and transportive about that. And it's one of my most favorite ways that white florals can smell. And it does this so effortlessly and beautiful. The rose and jasmine, in my opinion, just give the ylang something to kind of sound off of, like a foundation for the ylang to really shine. And then the beautiful powders and vanilla and the tonka bean add a nice foundation of softness, creaminess, and slight little bit of animalic, musky powderiness again from that tonka bean just work together to create something really elegant, really beautiful, but also really refined on the skin. It's really quite fantastic. I like how this smells both spicy and not spicy, powdery and musky, but not in an intimidating, challenging way. If you don't like those warm, spicy, powdery, musky scents that smell more vintage and old world, if you want a more balanced, well-blended, and elevated version of those fragrances, this is worth trying on your skin because there's just something about this that just smells so easy but also so elevated, and that's why I love wearing it so much. Especially since I used to live in an area that was really hot and humid, and sometimes fragrances like this were a little bit too much to wear in hot and humid environments. I would be a little bit too suffocated, they would be a little bit too overpowering, they would be a little bit too heavy, they would almost smell too muddy on the skin and in the air. It's not like they would smell like mud, but they would get lost. You would just kind of smell like you were getting like almost choking on a heavy perfume, not like you were picking up all the beautiful nuances of a well-blended, crafted, complex fragrance. And that's why I really gravitated towards fragrances from Guerlain and really loved fragrances from Lancôme and other houses that had these really beautiful, sophisticated, marvelous, classic, iconic fragrances. They were easy to wear in the environment where I lived. But when I moved, and also when I would get a little bit colder and I was able to wear some of these more complex, heavier, more vintage inspired fragrances, I was excited that a lot of these scents were working and I could wear them more readily. But this was a fragrance that I could wear year round because it wasn't too powdery, it wasn't too musky, it wasn't too spicy. The citruses didn't take over too much. It was just well blended and well crafted and came together to create something really effortless and gorgeous. So Danger has been a favorite fragrance from ROJA. I really love it. I was very excited when my friend gave this to me. And of course, once I wear through this, I will most definitely be repurchasing a full bottle. I love it. As for projection and longevity, it does have excellent projection. I find this to be more of the moderate projection. So if you are social distancing, you will be able to smell this. This is something you can smell through a mask. I know that because when I wear this, I know people who wear a mask are like, what are you wearing? I've actually gotten compliments on this out and about. So this is a fragrance that people have complimented me on when I've been out wearing it. Actually, within the past few weeks, I got a compliment on this when I think I was at the grocery store. Somebody was like, you smell really good. And I was like, thank you. So this scent, compliments, fantastic. Thank you very much to the person who gave me that compliment. I know you're not watching, but if you are, thank you. And also longevity, it lasts forever. Now, mostly on the skin, the citruses are going to last I would probably say in the first 2 hours. The citruses are going to lose the sparkle the first hour or two. That's what I expect. But the scent of bergamot and the scent of mandarin last on the skin, I would say probably 4 to 5 hours. And most of the lifespan of the skin, you're going to smell this really beautiful, creamy ylang and the vanilla and the tonka on your skin pretty much for like hours and hours. I get about 8 to 10 hours on my skin. So this is a fragrance that is a bit of a lifespan on me, which is fantastic. That is my review on Danger from ROJA. I'd love to know what you guys think. Have you tried this fragrance? Do you agree with my review? Do you disagree with my review? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. And as always, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Bye.